Tym razem. Co jeśli? O! Co gdyby zakochany kamera przeżył? Ciekawe co by było. No jakby wziąłby ślub z TV Woman pewnie. No żartuję. Lopa, zagrasz tego Skybound? Nie wiem czy ta gra jest dostępna w ogóle.
As well as we will watch with you additional scenes of Skibidi Toilet Zombie, which Monster UP showed us in the extended version of Season 2. The video turned out to be very
Skibidi Toilet Zombie? Kurde, może tutaj zaczniemy gadać o Skibidi Toilet Zombie jeszcze. Dodamy sobie to, bo ta seria jest mega popularna.
The link will be in the first pinned comment. In any case we are starting. So let's start with the most interesting. Specifically with the analysis of additional scenes in the
Ten głośnik ma fajną muzę, no.
The first secret scene takes place after the events of episode 5. Specifically, it showed us that initially Astro Toilet defeated the big zombie Speaker Man, but suddenly the Plague Doctor appeared. He called Astro Toilet to him and the toilet took it as a challenge and flew at full speed to the Plague Doctor, but the Doctor used one of his abilities.
Co on zrobił w ogóle z tym? Wyssał z niego coś? Duszę.
The Plague Doctor just threw it away and then when the exhausted Astro Toilet tried to leave this room, a large zombie Speaker Man attacked him and actually at this moment Astro Skibidi Toilet was infected with a zombie virus.
Ja cię widzę, to ten głośnik Speakerman zainfekowany zombie jest mega straszny, mocny. Skibidi Toilet Part 3 będzie pewnie do 10 dni, nie? Od wyjścia tamtego.
Next comes episode 6 and after the end of episode 6 we see another additional scene. We see Agent Drillman lying on the ground. It looks like he has not yet come to his senses after the squad of survivors was attacked by Astro Toilet zombies. Then we see how the Plague Doctor kidnaps Agent
Jezu, tu są wszystkie postacie, nawet wiertła? Ja cię widzę.
Next to the agent there is a sheet on which a QR code is depicted. And if you click on it you fall into the Discord server of the author of the Monster Up channel.
Ej, fajnie zrobili, że tu jest Discord. Cześć S.
If you understand what he says, then be sure to write about it in the comments. Then the Plague Doctor disappears and we see the very warrior who saved Agent Cameraman's POV in the second episode of Skibidi Toilet Zombie Universe. Well, with each episode, the zombie universe from Monster Up becomes more and more interesting. Be sure to go to the author's channel after watching this video and
fajnie, no. Myślę, że też będę zacznę oglądać tego.
7 of Skibidi Toilet Zombie Universe. And then we move on to another very interesting animation from the well-known author Spidarin.
Cześć Kacper.
Most recently, he published his fan version of Skibidi Toilet 70 Part 3. It is very interesting and the most interesting thing about it.
A myśmy to oglądali, nie? 70 Part 3 od Spidara.
Skibidi Toilet 70 Spidarin shows how Astro Toilets return to destroy the Titans of the Alliance because they are a threat to them and while the Titans are fighting.
No to widzieliśmy jak to reagowałem na to. 4 lutego, no być może.
At least that's what I understood. But if you think that other technologies are involved here, then be sure to write about it in the comments and by the way, also write what you think will happen in part 3 of episode 70 of Skibidi Toilet. Despite the high quality animation of Spidarin, I think that the plot will be a little different and by the way, I also talked about this in my previous video, so if you haven't watched it yet, then be sure to watch it, because in it I told very interesting theories that you probably haven't heard about anywhere else, and now we moving on to the next what if episode. Have you ever wondered what if the Titan Cameraman could defeat the Titan G Toilet in the very first battle? But the author of the Main Sector channel thought about it and created a very interesting.
Okej, patrzcie, coraz więcej ludzi robi to what if. To jest fajne akurat. Co by się stało jakby Tytan Kamera wygrał?
He also protects himself with a shield from the lasers of the Titan G Toilet. But only now he managed to repel the attack of the rocket toilet and thanks to this, the Titan Cameraman remained intact and was able to defeat the Titan G Toilet in this battle. Well, maybe that would have been the end of the series if that had been the case, but as we know, everything happened completely differently and most likely.
Ale nie wiem czy Jimena da się spłukać w ogóle. Cześć Scenix.
Titan G Toilet will fight the Titans or only with Titan Cameraman. What do you think? Be sure to write your theories in the comments, as well as in my Discord server. And maybe you will also get into the video as this subscriber of my Discord server. He wrote a theory that sounds like this. When we saw the photo of the new administrator in the facility, We can say that the secret agent is an administrator of the facility and not a scientist.
No, sekretny agent na pewno jest związany z tym laboratorium.
How did he make this type of technology? Answer to this question is simple. The secret agent was an administrator of the facility before, but then he became a scientist. Because the secret
Potem
agent
się stał naukowcem? Nie, to raczej nie. Wątpię, że tak było. Cześć, Kelian. Siema.
The scientists were so advanced
Nie
that
wiem,
they managed
Michalny.
to create teleportation
To i tak
devices,
nie wiem.
and that's why the secret agent can teleport. If there were actually human scientists in the facility, they would have escaped the facility when they got the alert that the Skibidi virus is spreading, but only the secret agent was left. This means that the secret agent might have created a device to avoid the infection of the Skibidi virus.
Nie, to raczej nie jest możliwe, żeby ten sekretny agent miał coś przeciw temu wirusowi. Wątpię. On chce się tam dostać do tego miejsca. Myślę, że tam jest odpowiedź. Spoko to i tak.
The brown suit cameraman, or simp cameraman, and the lucky cameraman were the first ones to be seen on the start of the series. They might be the first agents which the secret agent created. Then the secret agent started creating technology again, and then he started helping the agents. He might also help Plunger Cameraman and Dark Speaker Man when episode 70 part 3 happens. In my opinion, this is a very interesting theory and I just couldn't tell you about it.
Też mi się wydaje, że jeszcze Lucky przeżyje.
Simp Cameraman a little bit. Let's see what would happen if Simp
Tak,
Cameraman was
Centix.
saved at the end of episode 58. The author of the Carobrine SFM channel suggested what would happen and showed us this in animation. This episode begins with Simp the cameraman lying under the rubble and his friend, a lucky cameraman, standing over him. He does not know how to help him, but Simp the cameraman tells the POV operator that everything is fine, do not worry. Then we see cameraman's plunger with a squad of agents and titans.
A, czyli to jest jak mu pomagają, tak? Żeby go uratować. Jezu, co to za jakieś dziwne głosy? Na razie Centix.
Next, TV woman moves to this place. She approaches the simp cameraman and she moves him to a safe place. In other words, if the cameraman plunger had not been so badly damaged as it happened in the original episode, then TV woman would most likely have been able to save simp cameraman from the wreckage, and most likely in episode 70 he would have helped the alliance. But we still don't know what happened to him in the end. Did his storyline end in episode 58, or will we see him again in the series? It is very difficult to answer these questions. And finally, I would like to show you a rather interesting universe of Skibidi Toilet, and this
Co to jest Skibidi Lego?
Which was invented by the author from the Brick Channel. Boomverse. There is no plot of its own besides the story of the plunger cameraman. Basically, he remakes the original episodes into a Lego version and it looks very interesting.
Ej, jak kozacko to wygląda, ja muszę sobie to oglądać. Aha, okej, to i tak, spoko. Spoko, Centix. Ej, kozacko to wygląda. Lego Skibidi Toilet, to by było coś.